A family saw it. They had kids.
What? There was nobody around me.
So. It's a bullet style. That's what they call it.
I sign up in the office.
Oh, Jesus. Knows you going through it. You locking everything.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video. Don't forget to get on Amazon, get that desired nutrition, that pre-workout for that pump, that energy, and that focus. Unfortunately, the electrolytes, we are out of stock of this at the moment, but we'll have that back on Amazon as soon as possible. I'll let you guys know. Appreciate y'all ordering. All right, let's get into the video.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in I was sitting on the beach, and I just okay. Do I get a ticket?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry, nobody saw me. I was in the water. Okay, so if this is anonymous call,
I mean, if nobody saw them, they wouldn't have called, right?
If nobody saw it.
Man, please don't do this to me. Are you serious?
Share the hand.
A family saw it. They had kids.
What? There was nobody around me.
So. It's a bullet style. That's what they call it.
I sign up in the office.
Oh, Jesus. Knows you going through it. You locking everything. She admitted to it. And she said she had an orgasm on the beach. And
it's my vibrator, but I just put it in.
Oh my God, man. I can't believe these cops, man. Like, they're really going to arrest this woman over something like that? Like, they could just give her a warning, right? Wrong. Okay? Hell nah, man. Arrest her ass. The fuck? Look, because if a man was out there doing that, if a man was out there beating his meat in the water, getting his little orgasm, I just had a little orgasm. That was all. Listen to her.
I was sitting on the beach, and I just okay. Do I get a ticket?
Do you get a ticket? Do you get a ticket? Hell no, man. What the hell's wrong with you? She's just like, oh, I'm just out in public just masturbating. It's all good. You know, don't I just get a ticket? Because if a man was out there doing that, y'all know what y'all will be saying. All you women will be saying. Y'all know what y'all will be saying. Come on now.
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I was stressed out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a hard day at work. This is me talking. This is me right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the beach today, man. I had a tough day at work. You know, my boss been riding me. Pause. And I'm just gonna go to the beach, man, and whack it a few times. You know what I'm saying? Just until I get an orgasm. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all, on a public beach, where kids are running around and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just do that. Nah. I would be arrested on the spot. 100%. And I would be called disgusting and this and all these types of names and shit. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to get a little orgasm, man. Hell no, man. These cops did the right thing. Justice was served. Justice was served. I don't give a damn if she a woman. You know better than that. Go to your fucking house and do that shit. You don't go out to a public beach. And she's like, well, I didn't do it in front of anybody. Then who called the police? You so out of your mind in this orgasm, you ain't even know that there's people out there watching you. Somebody called the police on you that has kids. That's why they out there. You think they just showed up because they got some type of orgasm detection system on the beach and they could just see when women are out there handling their business?
Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry. Nobody saw me. I was in the water.
We don't give a damn if you sorry.
This is anonymous call.
I mean, if nobody saw it, then they wouldn't have
Wouldn't never
called,
got a
right?
call if nobody saw it.
Ma'am.
They wouldn't have called if nobody saw it. Yeah, somebody saw it, man. Of course. Why don't you just do that shit in your house? If you so stressed out, you want to go to the beach and all I'm trying to make a point, man, is that, you know what? And some of these comments, man, okay, let's read this comment right here. As a retired police officer, I would have never arrested, let alone embarrassed her. Shame on them. My heart goes out to her family. So apparently, I don't know if this is true. I didn't go into the whole story, but apparently, excuse me, I don't even know if I can say that on the thing. She unalived herself the next day or the next day or a few days after because she was so embarrassed. She unalived herself. Okay. If that did happen, yes, I feel sorry for her family, that she did that. She was so embarrassed of this that she had to unalive herself. Look, man, people get arrested every day for doing shit like this. It's stupid. It's just stupid shit. You pay your ticket, pay your fine. You got arrested for it. You got caught, whatever. You unalive yourself for that? I mean, look, I'm not judging. I'm not God. You know what I'm saying? Just take responsibility for what you did, which she did do. She was very honest about what she did because she could have lied about it. She could have lied and been like, that wasn't me. I didn't do nothing. They're lying. They didn't see me do nothing. Yeah, I have a vibrator. So what? I can have a vibrator. But she admitted it. She was and I commend her for that. I commend her for being honest. I don't believe that the police officers embarrassed her. Why? Because it went on the news? What do they do to all the men that this happens to? They put them on the news. All men who get caught doing that, I'm not going to say all, but the majority of men that do this type of stuff, they get put on the news. That's what they do. They're not trying to embarrass you. You broke the law. That's an indecent exposure. You can't do that on a beach, on a public beach, because maybe you could do that on a nude beach where that's acceptable because they have nude beaches. I don't know what state this was in, but they have nude beaches. You could go over there and do that. So, yeah, somebody commented that, and then, other people was like, yeah, somebody said this. So if a man did this where kids were witness, they still would have arrested him. Of course. Orgasming in public isn't a crime to you? ? Sounds like you would defend petties with that mentality. And then some of the other people were saying, why is a family staring and gawking at a young lady at a beach? People stare at people all the time. They're looking to see. You ever people watch? You're just looking at people. There's nothing wrong with you looking at people. You're scanning and looking around, looking at the scenery, and all of a sudden you see some woman over here doing whatever she's doing. Like, that's odd. What is that? Why is she doing that? What the fuck? That's kind of gross. Cover your eyes. You're saying this to your kids. Don't look over there. Or maybe the kid brought it to their attention. Oh, this woman's over here moaning and groaning, or what the fuck? I don't know. What she is? What the hell? I'm gonna have to call the police on her, man. Nah, man. The comments on here are crazy, man. Everyone's on her side, but if a guy was doing this, same thing. Exactly. This is an example of why you never talk to police. They say they're trying to charge you with something. You just stay quiet and then ask for your lawyer. She's totally screwed up herself. The cops don't talk to you to be your friend. What are you even talking about, bruh? She was honest about what she did because that's what she was doing. They caught her. Someone called the police on her, and that was it. You know, like I said, she could have lied about it, but she told the truth, and I think that's dope to me, because a lot of women wouldn't have done that. They would have lied about it. You know, did you get me on camera doing that? Okay, no, I wasn't doing that. Yes, I have a vibrator, but that doesn't mean I was using it. Obviously, it's horrible that she unalived herself. Nobody wanted this to happen, but y'all defending her is insane. Imagine a man doing this same thing. Yeah, everybody's bringing that back to the point that I'm trying to make. Imagine a man doing the same thing.
Get the out. It's disgusting.
Raphael? Off the top at 6, a shocking and just sickening sight on South Beach. A man caught on camera touching himself inside a busy Starbucks. And that suspect led cops on a chase before being taken down.
And as you're about to see, that was only the beginning of this bizarre behavior. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is in Miami Beach with this safety alert.
We spoke to the woman who took this video. She says this.
Look at all the drama that's put behind this man. He's in Starbucks whacking his meat, you know what I'm saying, in public, being disgusting, you know. Nobody went to this lady and you know, the people that saw it, you know, obviously this is being filmed, this is being broadcasted, you know, showing everyone what happened. Who knows what they would have said to the lady at the beach? I doubt it. I doubt they would have, because they could have confronted her. Instead of calling the police, they could have went over there and filmed her, you know, and called her disgusting and, you know, really embarrassed her. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that to her. They just kept it simple. Hey, let's just call the police, man. Let's just get her out of here, you know, because now if they would have let her go for that, I'd have been like, come on, y'all. Now you being biased, you know, because she's saying, oh, just give me a ticket. What do you do? Just give me a ticket and I'll be done? Could they just give this guy a ticket?
Went on for 10 minutes and she was in disbelief. It all happened inside this Miami Beach Starbucks. Not long after, police arrested this guy. The man in this video was arrested for lewd and lascivious behavior inside a Miami Beach Starbucks.
What are you doing?
A customer records as employees who may not be aware continue calling for orders.
Get the out. It's disgusting.
We spoke to the woman behind the camera, Alyssa Demaria. She said this went on for at least 10 minutes.
This is so gross. Get out of here.
Demaria says someone else called 911.
I don't want to ever go back. And it'll always be in the back of my head.
Video shows police trying to take 27-year-old Blake Rain into custody.
Sit the down!
The police report says Rain ran from police. He's combative while police tase him. The suspect appeared in bond court. Rain was argumentative with the judge and tells the judge he works on the beach.
If you don't stop, I'm going to mute you and you will not be able to speak for the rest of this hearing. Do you understand me?
And there was a lot of back and forth during that bond court hearing. We did reach out to Starbucks corporate to get a statement from them, but we likely won't hear from them until business hours tomorrow. So we'll be checking up with them, following up with them sometime tomorrow. For now, we're live in Miami Beach. Bridget Matter, local.
Yeah, look, I don't know why they all following up with Starbucks, like they fucking planted him in there or something like that. Starbucks did what they were supposed to do, call the police. They don't have security to get them up out of there. They just got baristas and shit. What the fuck they supposed to do? They're just gonna call the police. Don't blame Starbucks. Miami's a weird place, you know. A lot of beaches like that are weird. Some of which where that lady was at. I mean, she found it appropriate for her to go out there and have an orgasm at the beach. You know, That's weird. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't give this guy no opportunity to get a ticket, just like the other police officers didn't give that lady an opportunity to get a ticket. Both these police forces, the force was justified as far as the taser on the other guy, him running, and he could have caused bodily harm to him with him kicking and whatever he was doing, punching, trying to get away from the police. You could hurt a police officer, incapacitate them, and take their gun, whatever. So they have the right to tase you at that point. That's a whole different other story. But as far as the woman being arrested, she got the same deal. If she would have been kicking and screaming and doing all that, she would have got arrested. She would have got tased too. You know what I'm saying? So she did the right thing. She was the most honest person, and she took accountability for what she was doing, which was wrong. And that's a serious crime doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's that indecent exposure thing, and especially if there's kids around there or there's a kids park around there or something like that, now you get labeled as a sex offender. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to be careful about doing these types of things in public. If you want to do this stuff, just stay in your house, man. Just stay in your house and do this mess, man. Don't be out in public doing whatever. I don't know what you're getting off on, or what she could have. Maybe she was, I don't know, man. I'm not going to speak to what she could have been doing if she was videotaping, or because I know there's some women in that OnlyFans stuff. They do stuff like that. They do wild stuff like doing something in a store or something like that, or doing something in a car, or doing something. They do all types of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because they're essentially like corn stars or whatever like that. And I know the corn stars used to do that stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. All I'm saying is I think it was justified for them to arrest her. Also because that's what they would have done to a man. You know what I'm saying? They would have done the same thing. We're not giving you no break on breaking the law. There's some things we can give you a break on, speeding tickets and going 5-10 miles over the speed limit, but certain things like going 20 miles or something over the speed limit, that's reckless endangerment right there. That's different than just speeding. That's a whole different thing. Now I can tow your car. Now I can arrest you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a danger to society on the roads. As far as her being she's not a danger to society or nothing like that, but you can't be doing stuff like that. You can't be. So all you young ladies that think it's cool to be out there doing shit and think nothing's going to happen to you, there's going to be some police officers that are going to be impartial, and they're going to be fair. They're going to give you the fair treatment. They're not going to take your looks for granted. They're not going to say, nah, we'll just give her a warning. No. Somebody's kids saw this, or somebody's kids could have seen it, or worse, somebody could have saw you and then done something to you later. The police officer might have saved you. Somebody might have seen you doing that shit from afar. And I'm speaking like, cause this Miami shit, that shit will happen to you, man. And then take advantage of you later. They'll follow you and take advantage of you later. So just be careful when you're doing mess like that, man. You know what I mean? For all the young ladies and the guys too, don't be disgusting, man. Don't be disgusting out here whacking off in public. And the ladies, y'all don't be doing that shit either, man. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video. And do you agree? Do you think the punishment was worth, her being arrested? You think it was worth it? I'm hoping she didn't really unalive herself. I hope that's just something that's not true. But if it is true, I feel sorry for her family. Anyway, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching. See you in the next video. Peace.